So, Paul, did the Thunder retake control of the finals last night?
Ooh, good question. No, I don't think they took control of the finals, but check this out. When the Pacers got on that plane last night after losing by 16 and they landed, they go to practice today, they like, we did it, guys. We did our job. We went into OKC and we stole one. That was the message all along, because when I've been on teams and we go on the road for any rounds, we got to get one. So mission accomplished. They feeling good. Now the pressure's on the Thunder because Indiana got home court advantage, and I don't care where they played in the Western Conference on the road all year, and I know Denver's a tough place to play, but it ain't gonna be like the Indiana crowd. Let me tell you, that Indiana crowd, I had number of opportunities to play in that building, and that's a special place to play basketball, because, it ain't nothing really to do in Indiana. So everybody, they just go to the Indiana Pacers games.
Steak and shake.
You said it was a great place to play, then you went ahead and just threw them a zinger.
They got a steak and shake, and that's it. And then they go to the game.
I like Steak and Shake, though.
Yeah, they go to the game.
Right on the corner.
Right there on the corner. That's where they all congregate. It's like the club out there. and they go to the games. That's
Right on the corner.
That's the two things they do in Indiana. So, that crowd going to be hype.
And that one steakhouse with the over...
Oh, no, and they got the little burger place.
Samuel's?
No, overhyped cocktail sauce.
The good steak.
Yeah, come on.
The steak spot's pretty
What
good.
is it?
Steak Elmo's. St. Elmo's.
St. Elmo's.
They
That's
got
legit.
more horseradish in the
that's
damn
legit.
cocktail sauce than anything. That's all. I can do it right at home, Joy, and bring you some.
I've never been.
That's what I'll tell you. The crowd in Indiana, this is like religion down there, though. It really is like going to church.
Yeah.
They can't wait for this. So pressure's all on the Thunder. Indiana, y'all get ready, because Steak and Shake sales is about to be up this Wednesday. They're going to crowd in there and then go to the game.
So wrong, man.
Rick, what do you think? Did they take control?
No. It's funny to me how we are like, is OKC winning yet? Are they winning yet? Are they not yet? We've only had two teams in the history of the NBA go on the road and win the first two games. The 93 Chicago Bulls and the 95 Houston Rockets. And while they were both the lower seed in those series, they were also defending champions. They were nothing like the Indiana Pacers. So the fact that the Indiana Pacers, who were, if not the underdog in Milwaukee, certainly people saw that series as potentially going either way. They were not supposed to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were not supposed to beat the New York Knicks outside of what Paul Pierce thought. And so they went and got one from OKC and now have home court advantage. And I still think they haven't played their best basketball. I think they have the capability of playing much better than they have in the first two games, and obviously they're going to have to. Primarily because they've got to take care. I don't know what the hell.
Take better care of the ball.
I'm so shook by the idea that OKC is supposed to be the dominant team, and now we're trying to put them back in that place. The Pacers have changed my mind as far as I thought this was going to be a more competitive series than most people thought, and now I think that even more so.
Yeah, I think it's going to be competitive, but they did, in fact, take control again. Even though home court, based on having the score even, kind of goes to Indy, but that's okay. I mean, when you think about what the OKC, they had a few more days of rest, okay? So Indy was kind of coming off of playing, so they was already kind of hot, and when teams rest up, they come out that first game kind of stale and not necessarily motivated. The second game, like I picked on Friday before we left, is that they were going to handle business against Indy, and that's what they did. They took care of business. So now you say, okay, they go into Indy, what will it be? OKC's not going to all of a sudden go back to game one. They're not going to do that. They're just not. And I know how the crowd is for the Pacers, and I know how the stadium is and all of those sort of things, but they are the better team for a reason. And you say, well, we started off hyping them up. Now we back to that again. No, we're not necessarily back to it. They was minus 700 before game one. Now they're minus 550 to win it all. So, it dipped a little bit.
A little bit.
It dipped a little bit, but they still are in control based on the odds maker.
But here's the thing, Key. They lost game one to Denver, and then they blew Denver out in game two.
Okay.
They didn't have control over that series.
Yeah, but they're playing in Denver's jokers like somewhere hanging out.
Yeah. But if we're going to go based on what happened in Game 2, the blowout in Game 2 means that OKC.
Well, it's not really a blowout
control.
for me. It's really about win. It's about the win. I don't care that they won by 16. I just care that they won.
Okay, but it's still 1-1, and Indiana has home court.
I understand.
advantage.
I understand that, but Indiana.
I don't think they were ever in control of the series.
Indiana took care of business in 2 straight games on the Knicks floor.
Yeah.
So that showed me that they was probably going to beat the Knicks. The fact that they couldn't do that in OKC tells me they don't have what it takes to finish the deal.
Or maybe OKC's just a little bit better than New York.
I think
Well, New York didn't win 68 games.
Okay, so OKC's a little bit better than New York.
And New York is not in the finals.
Okay, OKC is better than New York. That doesn't mean that they're
I think
necessarily
they're back to
better than
neutral
Indiana.
now. I expected them to win that game as well. I thought that the Thunder were going to respond to the Pacers stealing Game 1. They are a really, really good team. They have an MVP. They have a great bench. Obviously, Caruso having a game like that is not surprising. But now you're going on the road. So the Pacers, either the Pacers are still in control or it's neutral to me now. But I don't think that the Thunder are in control because now you're going to Indiana. The crowd is going to be insane. It's going to be a big test for them because both of these teams are, as we know, very young teams. And this is the first time that they as a whole, as groups, are in this position to be in the finals, and they stole that game. So I agree with Rick. I don't think the Pacers have played their best. They certainly didn't play well in Game 1 because that was a disaster when we were talking about turnovers. They just managed to cut it down in the second half. And even in Game 2, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton hasn't had a big statistical game yet in the finals. He had 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists in the first half. So we haven't even seen him.
Could that be because the defensive matchup?
The Thunder are a great defensive team.
Yeah.
But if he is able to have a big offensive game, what does that game between the Thunder and Pacers actually look like? Because we haven't seen it yet. So I think it's neutral at best or the Pacers. What's going on over here? It's the art project.
I always feel like this is an art project.
What
are you doing?
This is art class for me.
4 and 3.
What
What's
is this?
7?
4 and 3.
What are you doing?
That's OKC's record on the road in these playoffs.
Okay.
Not formidable or dominant on the road by any stretch.
So we gave our series predictions before Game 1. Paul had Pacers in 7. I had Thunder in 7. He had Thunder in 5. After the Pacers shocked the Thunder to take Game 1, Paul switched to Pacers in 6, and Key switched to Thunder in 6. Rick, what you had?
I had Thunder in 6.
Thunder in 6. Okay, so is
And I'm
everyone
going
sticking?
to Thunder in 7, but I would not be shocked if the Pacers.
You
pulled
can't
it
hedge
upset.
your bet. You gotta.
I am hedging my bet.
No,
What are
you can't do that.
Are you kidding me?
You can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
No.
I am.
We're giving you the opportunity now. The door is open to change your pick. Are you willing? Are you willing to step out? Okay, and change your pick, Rick.
No, I'm still going Thunder in 7.
What say you?
I'm going Thunder in 7. I'm changing,
All right,
but
Thunder
I'm
in 7.
changing.
I'm staying with mine. Thunder in 7.
So you think the Thunder gonna win? You did all that about 3 minutes ago to come back to this. That's unbelievable.
What are you changing your? You're sticking with your
just trying
pick?
to move
I'm
your needle.
at
Keith.
6. I'm gonna stay at 6.
Thunder in 6.
Yeah, because they lost 1. I had them in 5, and when they lose the 1, I got to give myself a little cushion because I don't think they're gonna win 4 in a row.
Paul.
Yeah, I'm staying in 6, and even after this last loss, I'm still convinced. Like Indiana, I'm looking at it. They've outscored the Thunder in both second halves, both games 1 and 2. If they could just get off to a better start,
Yeah. Well.
in both games they scored 20 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
In both games, they went over 30 in the third and fourth quarter in both games, and in both games in the first and second quarter, under 30.
Yeah, the second quarter's
Like they gotta get off to better starts. And we're gonna talk about Halliburton needs to step up. No.
You know what?
This is a collective.
Forget it. Pacers in 6.
There we go. Hey, you part of the meetings now. You know what I'm saying? You part of the
Saturday
meetings.
morning, 10 a.m.
We got the rabbit feet.
You
We
joined
got
the
all
call.
that. You part of the meetings,
The
right?
Pacers.
Pacers.
Colt. Oh, is this it?
No,
Pacers.
Pacer, Colt,
Pacers
gang.
in 6.
No, this is Pacer, Colt, gang. Yeah. Pacers and Colts.
What they do in the
Yeah, Indiana.
halftime.
I ain't going that far. Steak and shake.
Steak and shake.
Shake right on the corner, though, Rick.
Yeah.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.